Welcome back to Lost Odyssey. In the last episode, Kaim had a meeting with the council, and we found out that he's immortal. And then we explored the main street here. We went and explored all this part right here, and we also went to the tavern here as well. So now we have to go and explore the parts down here. This is the main street in the city of Ara. You can take care of your shopping along with anything else you might need here. Things were good when old Zypha was king. There has been something wrong with this country since it became a republic. Oh my, you look worn out. There's an inn just over there. Go get yourself some rest in a proper bed. King Zypha ruled Ura until 12 years ago. After the queen's death, he just couldn't bring himself to care about politics any longer. He loved her so much, and I think the people understood that. That's why they so readily accepted his Uran Republic Declaration. King Zypha was loved and respected by the people even after the monarchy came to an end, but dying in such a fashion that's bound to create some nasty rumors. Yeah, so the previous ruler people liked a lot. The new rulers they don't like at all. A lot of the NPCs been bashing the new people. Husband of the young woman next door hasn't come back from the battlefield. What a shame. Such a lovely couple. I wonder what Lord Tolton, son of King Zypha, is doing now. It can't have been easy for him, always being compared to his magnificent father. With Arad now a republic, Tolton isn't nobility any longer. He's just a citizen like you and me. You think his upbringing prepared him for that? Probably not, knowing him. It's often said that magic power has made life easier for everyone, but I'd like to know what caused this power to suddenly appear. But we won't be seeing Tolton for quite a long time. Magic energy has made life easier. Everything you see here in Ura is thanks to the blessings of the magic industrial revolution. Yeah, but we also found out that the magic is causing problems like monsters becoming more vicious and shit. The war is finally over, but at such a cost to our fellow countrymen. The engines are so useful. I don't know how we ever did without them. They were incredibly rare just 30 years ago. It's only been 30 years since the magic industrial revolution began, but I can't imagine life without magic engines now. Strange. You were at the highlands of Wu, weren't you? My son was in the battle too. Do you know him? Is he still alive? Probably not. Alright, let's not go that way yet. Here we get seed number 7, I believe. Yep, seed number 7. Let me check something really quick here. Yep, and we can get the we can get the 8th one in. So so I have all the seeds so far. which is good. To the areas we've been, anyway. So, I haven't missed any seeds so far. Let's not go to the inn, like I said yet. Wait, which one's the inn? Is it that one or this one? I'm not really sure which one's the inn. I think one's the weapon shop and one's the inn. Well, let's go to the residential district first. There's a park a bit down this road. You run into Gagora's mansion if you just keep going after that. If you're heading to Central Station, make a turn at the T intersection over there. Yep, so here's the residential district, a residential area. We can get some more seeds here. There is 4 seeds we can get here. So we'll be getting those. Along with any other items that we may get. There's seed number 8. Oh, but if I'd have went to the inn, I could have got one at the end. So that is technically seed number 9. If you go to the inn first. The industrial area that sprawls below is the crown symbol of the magic industrial revolution. The people who live here make the lavish lifestyle of Ura possible. So collecting the seeds is like collecting tiny medals from like the Dragon Quest games. Mini medals, whatever. The Lord's house over there belongs to the sorcerer Gangora. Rumors are that he's been using magic for some extreme experiments. Yeah, well, we'll see. Mom will be mad again if I don't get home soon. I want to play a little longer. So long as there's still light, it'll be okay. I'll just play a little more. Yeah, so you can like hit this or whatever. Doesn't really do anything. You can like spin it around. Something goofy you can do. Same for this over here. Alright, healing medicine. No one else is here today. The park is ours. You're a grown-up, but you've come here to play. Go away. The park is ours today. I don't want to be here either, little kid. I'm just here to get seeds and stuff. Create a musical. I was supposed to go shopping with Mom today, but she suddenly changed her mind. Grandma is no fun to play with. I'll just have to wait for Dad to get home. She's a grandma kid. Kick the ball. You can kick the ball just like in Final Fantasy X. There was a ball you could kick in 10. I don't know where it was at, though. I think it was in the Mian High Road. I got 3 whetstones. That woman's son died at the Highlands of Wool. I hope my own son and nephew are okay. I haven't heard anything from them. Such a lively young boy. I can't keep up with him at my age. Enter the Uran soldier's effects? Yes. I sent this charm off of my son. It can only mean one thing. I knew it. I was kicking myself before, really, but I knew it. This was my grandfather's nameplate, a souvenir from a war long ago that he miraculously survived. He told me that a fellow soldier saved his life in that war, but I suppose his nameplate wasn't enough to do the same for my son. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring this to me. There are so many families in this war with nothing to remember their departed by. It may not be much, but I want you to have this. I hope you make it to retirement, soldier. 2 poison oils, which will probably unlock a new ring. Yep, the poison ring. Occasionally it causes poison. I need sticky tape as well. Don't ask why it's sticky. Well, actually you can ask why that's sticky because it's tape. It should be sticky. But if you see anything else that's sticky, like a string or something, you may want to question why why it's sticky. Good afternoon, everyone. Soldier, my daughter-in-law and I are doing pretty well these days. I worry about young men like you. I was trying to do so much for us. Hope he can live out the life my son couldn't. if if she only knew how Kaim's actual age. Kick the ball. Kick it down there. Yeah, so I just put some activities you can do here. Wind bomb. Okay, that is seed number 9. There's 2 more seeds in this area. Seed number 10. And seed number 11. There we go. We got all the seeds in this particular spot. And we get a cold water stone. I already had one of those. Okay. That's the second one of those. Yeah, wind bomb. A magic stone that inflicts light wind damage on one foe. And then light aqua bomb, light water element damage. And then we got poison oil taken from the body of a poison spitting creature. Doggo over there. Magma fragment number 3. So now we can make a flame ring. And then that unlocks the flame ultra ring, which you need sun crystals to make. There's a ton of rings in this game that you can make. There's like a ridiculous amount. There's a ridiculous amount of skills in this game. There's a ridiculous amount of pretty much everything in this game. A very in-depth JRPG. A lot of content in this game. So I've been knowing there's a lot through here. Use a detour over there. If you're wondering why I don't do the speed run, it's because I could miss stuff, you know. I don't really like to use it too much. I like to thoroughly explore, make sure I get everything, you know. So after this, we'll head to the inn because I've done everything we can do at this point. So we might as well advance the storyline after this. Okay. I don't think we can go in the mansion right now. By direct orders from the council, no one is allowed to see Lord Gongora. Give up and go away. Lord Gongora is not seeing anyone at this time. Try again tomorrow. Okay. Alright, let's go back this way then, and we'll go to the inn now. Now I'll run because I gotten all the items and everything. But if you go on the wiki, you can see the list of seeds in the game. Make sure I... Okay, no, we can't examine those posters. Alright, let's enter the inn. I want to enter the other place first, but I don't know which one's the inn. Okay, this is the weapon shop. Okay. Barkus Arms and Armor. The owner of the store often goes traveling to find quality items. I appreciate his enthusiasm, but we can't shop while he's away. That upsets me. Well, too bad. Get over it. Yep, we can't do anything here. There's no items or anything. Alright, we'll come back here later then. To the inn we go. We already went to the tavern last episode. Alright. Oh, cutscene. Let me up the volume.
And now, counselors, I propose that Gongora be removed from Grand Staff Project, with control transferred to this council.
My lord!
In addition, until Lieutenant Argonar completes his investigation, I propose that Gongora be confined to his residence under surveillance. Those who disagree with my proposal, raise your hands now.
It appears I have no choice but to agree.
I see there are no objections. It is decided.
Alright, so he's gonna be confined to his place, his mansion. That poor guy. Confined to his rich mansion. I felt bad for him. Not. I expected no less from the capital of Aura. Everything's so big. And check out all the magic engines. My grandmother lived in the city when she was young. She moved to our village after she married my grandfather. I haven't been back to the city for many years. The magic engines are new, but these stone buildings and roads haven't changed at all. I expected no less from the capital of Aura. Oh wait, I think I already... Okay, whatever. What are you doing at the back door here? You don't belong here. Get out. Money old Vidon. Yeah, we can't go this way yet. Way later in the game we'll be able to come back. Go through there. Here we get seed number 12. And I believe that's the only seed in this area, but there might be other items as well, so we're obviously going to explore regardless. Have you been in Ura for a long time? This is my first time. Looking for a job to make something out of my life. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Anyone can become a council member so long as they are capable. That's my goal for the future. We all need to have big dreams, right? Yeah? But sometimes it's best not to dream too big. Because you might not be able to achieve it. Despite what they tell you, you might not be able to be everything you want to be. But people tell you can be whatever you want to be, but it's not realistic. It just simply isn't. Guest book. To our dear guest, do you have any questions, comments, or suggestions? Kindly write them down here. We came here for our honeymoon. We'll never forget this experience of a lifetime. We'll treasure it forever. Thank you. Wow, they think highly of this inn. Jeez. It rained the whole time. How could I have any fun? It's like bad weather just follows me around. Well, how's that the inn's fault? The soldiers were loud. Everything was so expensive. Well, I guess they could do something about the soldiers being loud. And the fact that everything's so expensive, they could reduce the cost of stuff. I just want to go home. At least the girl was really cute, and her food was good. Did you get her number? This was my first time in the city. It's been an interesting and meaningful trip. I'd like to visit again. I can meet her send my send-off to the army. Or send off to the army. I think I said send off to the army or something. He's such a kind-hearted boy. I'm worried that he won't fit in with those military types. I just pray that he'll be back safe. I rode on the monorail. I saw the castle. I played with the dog. I'm going to go to my grandma's house tomorrow. I can't wait. Gotta be careful going in indoors and shit though. Kaim could open up and see something he don't want to see, or maybe he wants to see it. Here we get the Holy Night Charm, and I can now explain enhancements. So, throughout the game, you'll be able to equip accessories on your immortals, and they'll be able to learn skills. So in this case I can get Crisis Defense Boost, increased magical and physical defense during critical HP status. And you get SP after battle, of course. So this is basically just like Final Fantasy IX, which is what I mentioned in the last episode. The skill system is very similar to Final Fantasy IX. And that's not a bad thing. That was a really good system. Aura Street Map. Great Gate, Downtown Aura, the Palace, Transportation in Aura. Great Gate. This magnificent structure serves as the entrance to the city of Aura, as well as providing protection from enemies. The monorail station has now become an essential part of Aura's transportation, and it is one of the blessings from the Magic Industrial Revolution. Downtown Aura, the beautiful sights of Main Street are the most memorable part of Aura. The charmingly authentic Flagstone Boulevard melds seamlessly with the wonders of modern magic engine technology to create a wonderful blend of old and new Aura in one unique view. Even under Aura's modern Republican government, the palace's majestic exterior continues to loom over Aura. Rebuilt as part of the Magic Industrial Revolution, the symbiotic structure continues to serve as one of the city's most recognizable buildings. Transportation in Ura. The monorail system is inexpensive and runs frequently. So, is your best choice for visiting downtown or the palace area. For those who prefer a more personal touch, magic taxis offer a high level of privacy. Some merchants even conduct their most important meetings inside. Alright, let's go downstairs and we'll talk to the receptionist and we'll be able to advance the storyline now. Go ahead and make a quick save though first. Why it doesn't save faster since I'm on Series S. As compared to this game was originally released on the 360. And those save files that you see there were from my 360 file. Welcome. The council has told me about you. Please enjoy your stay. Oh, I will.
As Kaim slips into deep sleep, his dream unfolds. A dream or his past. At this moment, there is no way he could know.
Okay, throughout the game, you will unlock these dreams. Kaim will unlock memories. Thousand Years of Dreams is, I think, what this is called. A dream has been revealed, but you'll get these throughout the game now, from now on, going forward. These are pretty interesting, actually. However, I'm not going to be reading them because they are very long and it'll take up a majority of the episode. I actually had an episode in my 2020 playthrough of this game, my 2022 walkthrough of this game, and it was basically the whole episode was me reading one of the dreams. So I'm not going to be reading the dreams. Instead, I'll leave them on the screen for a little while. You can read them if you prefer. This first one here is Hannah's departure. And basically this is Kaim's, like, obviously he's immortal. He's seen a lot in his lifetime. Some of which you're obviously not going to remember after like 1,000 years, you know. So he has to actually remember the dreams, or remember his past, basically. Remember all the things that has happened to him. And some of the stuff that's happened to him is very tragic, you know, because obviously you lived for 1,000 years, 1,000+ years, you're going to experience a lot of bad things and a lot of good things as well. Obviously, we can't comprehend that, obviously, because humans don't live that long. But you could kind of understand if try to multiply your lifetimes. Let's say there's people who lived 100 years, right? Multiply that by 10. You can see how insane that is, right? Like, I'm only 30, and 100 is like 3 times my age. And I feel like I've lived a long time, but 100 years is like ridiculously long. Like I said, that's 3 times my age. Just about. Well, it is. Well, not quite. I'm 35, so 3 times my age would be 105. But anyway, you get the idea of how insane 1,000 years would be. But yeah, I'll just leave it on the screen for a while. Feel free to read it if you want. But this is just basically the life of Kaim told to these stories that you have to get the memories for, because Kaim has forgotten all this stuff because of how long he has lived. Like we may not be able to remember everything that's happened in our lives either. You know, we've had so much. Even in 30 years, I've had so much happen in my life that I don't remember every single thing. I do have a good memory though, and I can remember a lot of stuff from the past, but not everything. You know, and that's basically what you do. You got to try to stuff that happens to Kaim. The people he talks to or whatever may remind him of his past. So he may like for instance, I'll just use this as an example. This is an example, might not happen throughout the game. But let's say Kaim goes and talks to a mom and her kid. It might remind him of a dream about him meeting a mom and her kid, you know? Like just certain things will trigger his memories, basically, is how it works. Yeah, it says here he's been present in innumerable deaths. So he's seen a lot of people die, basically. This game is basically the struggle of an immortal. That's not all like what it's like. I'm sure some people would want to be immortal, but then you got to think of the drawbacks to that as well. A lot of suffering, you know, endless suffering, I guess you could say. And that's what they're trying to portray in this game. And I think it was cool. I think it was very far out there, you know, making a story about immortals. Like, because we can't relate as humans. So Hironobu Sakaguchi had to do his best to portray what he thinks it would be like to be immortal. Obviously, he can't relate because no one's immortal, but he could do his best to portray what he thinks an immortal's life would be, if that makes sense. But yeah, and I think it's a good idea too, because like, obviously you're immortal, you'd have countless different stories. You know, they probably could have put even more stories in this game, because Kaim's probably had like thousands of stories, you know. Like he could tell like probably thousands of stories. But there's not 1,000 stories in this game. There's like maybe I don't know how many dreams there are exactly. I think there's like under 30 of them. I'm just guessing though. Um I think it's like 20 30. So I don't know exactly. But there could have been a lot more obviously cuz Kaim lived 1,000 years. He's had a lot more experiences than 20 or 30, you know. But here in Nova Sakaguchi had to condense it, you know. Obviously, he's not going to make hundreds of stories, you know. That'd be ridiculous. That's unrealistic, you know. So he had to condense it down to a reasonable amount, you know. Yeah, just pause the video if you need to read any of this. But this is basically Kaim and Hannah. The story of Kaim and Hannah. Yeah, so it's talking about how he's on the battle. He ended one battle and is on his way to the next. And Kaim, since he's immortal, he'd make a hell of a soldier because he could never die. So he could easily just kill everybody and not have to worry about. Like he'd be like a super soldier, you know. Like he'd be who you'd want on your team if you were in an actual battle. Because he literally can't die. Yep, never escape this world because he's immortal. And there you go. That was the... No, we don't want to view the tutorial of that. But you'll get those throughout the game. We can actually get a few of them probably in the next episode, actually. So we'll be doing that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.